This is the Rush Discuss, where the discuss is Rush. Hello, everybody, and welcome to an in-between episode of the Rush Discuss. Those of you watching on YouTube, you're actually seeing us now, and those of us who are listening to this podcast, because that's all I ever do, and that's probably all I'll ever do is just listen to our own podcast, because I hate watching myself. But we've added video because we have an announcement to make. We are going in a different direction for at least this next bracket, and we want to start including videos because we will be having some people on our show that we will be interviewing, because we want to do these instrumentals justice, and we want to make sure that those of you who might not have a music background are understanding what's going on, because with lyrics, it's easy for us to break down and it's easy for you to understand because you speak English and you can understand because you speak that language. But not all of us speak the language of music, so we're going to bring on some people who do speak that language very well and speak it in the different instruments that are represented in these instrumentals. And so we have some pretty cool interviews lined up. And we also have just some updates on our own life, because we left you hanging the last time.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
For sure.
By the time that we put this up, it'll probably be about 2.5 months since the last time we did a podcast.
A lot has happened.
Yeah. So the last time we talked about getting ready to get into a house. Unfortunately, that all fell through. And without going into too much detail, the long and short of it was I had a job offer with an offer letter and everything. And then 5 days before closing, was told that actually that's not going to be possible. So we're going to have to just stop everything. And so then we had to back out of our contract, and because we weren't going to have any job to be able to pay for that house. So it all happened very quickly. Now we are moving back to Texas because that's what's fitting for the time in our life right now. We need to have a more stable place for us to have this next baby. So that's where we're at right now. It's kind of an in-between place. I'm currently looking for a job. So if any of you know of a place where I can work, that would be great.
In DFW.
In DFW
area.
Let them or know where. Any remote work would be
any
would be
remote,
fine too.
Of course. Any remote stuff too.
But yeah, so we've got a lot of changes going on, but we still want to be able to do some great content for you guys, because this is one of our passions. This is something that we really want to do and make sure that we're getting quality stuff out to you.
Yeah, even though we haven't been able to post in a long time, we have been thinking about it and planning and scheming and emailing people and planning a lot. So we are excited to be able to jump back in and be able to put out episodes again and connect with you guys on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, anywhere that you guys connect with us. So we're excited to be back and excited to see what 2022 brings for the Rush Discuss. Maybe at some point some merch.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to get some merch out. So if you guys have any merch ideas, send those our way. Anything that you think would be interesting. And then also we need your help with people to interview. So we have 2 drummers lined up to interview. Great drummers, have really great insights on things, especially on Rush. We've got a composer lined up to kind of break down what composing is, break down a little bit of music theory to people who don't understand what that is, and make it a little bit easier to understand, and hopefully be able to open your eyes and widen your horizons so that you can experience music in a new way. Some really great stuff. We're still looking for some bassists and some guitarists to interview, especially if you have experience playing Rush or experience teaching those instruments. It would be really great if you could reach out to us, because we'd love to have you on the show to break down some of these instrumentals. And then as time goes on, there's some great moments and other songs that we'd love to be able to pull people in and talk about from a musician standpoint.
I just realized I don't think we ever actually announced what the next bracket was, because I think in our previous episode we're like, we'll tell you in December, and then it's January now. So he mentioned talking about the instrumentals. So this next bracket, in conjunction with all of these interviews, will be battling the instrumentals of Rush. We're really excited about it.
Yeah, and it's going to be a blast, because I think the instrumentals, I mean, La Villa Strangiato, that's the one everybody instantly goes to. YYZ, those are the big hitters. But I think it's going to be great to be able to dive into some of the other ones and really pick apart what's going on, and then also, pick just one to come out victorious. And
because that's what we do.
Yeah, that's what we do. And I mean, the discussions that come from that, in my opinion, I think are really great to just solidify why we appreciate this band so much.
So yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, it's fine.
I was just going to say, so yeah, bassists, guitarists, reach out to us. We want to have you on the show and be able to break down more of these songs.
Yeah, and then when we are finished with the instrumentals, obviously we'll be going back into lyrics territory. And what we want to do is pull on experts of all sorts, in all different fields, to come on and discuss things that are connected to the topics that are being discussed in these songs. So what that means is we'll be adding more episodes during the week, to be able to do the topics justice, to give us a little bit more stuff to think about, a little more stuff to dig deep on, that aren't necessarily 100% Rush all the time, but that will help us to be able to appreciate the intellect of these lyrics and appreciate the journey that Neil was on as far as pursuing excellence and pursuing understanding and education. And so we kind of want to mirror that in our podcast and give everybody that listens and participates an opportunity to widen their horizons in a variety of different topics, not just music and not just songwriting, but when it gets to the Manhattan Project, maybe if you're a nuclear engineer or someone who can break down something like that, maybe we talk about that, or maybe a historian to talk about that time, but something that can give us a little bit more depth into going into these topics discussed in these songs, so that then when we battle them out, we have a little bit more stuff to pull from. But that's our vision for this podcast, is just kind of be replicating Neil's educational pursuits in life, and hopefully bring a little bit more education, shed a little bit more light on the things that we don't understand, and pull on this great community of Rush appreciators, because we know that there's a lot of you out there who have a lot of different skills, and we'd love to pull you in. So if you are an expert in something, or if you know somebody who is, and it can be anything, just send us an email, rush.discuss@gmail.com. Let us know what your expertise is, what your friend's expertise is, and we'll look for ways to be including that on our show.
We look forward to this year. We have, like we said, a lot of big plans, and we are excited to connect with you guys again and get through this transition in our personal lives as well. So we are grateful that you guys are bearing with us, and grateful that we're still growing, even though we haven't been able to post at all. We've continually been growing and more people have been getting to the podcast, and we're really excited about that. So thank you for being here with us through all this.
Yeah, we don't have an official date of when we'll release our next episode, but we'll keep you guys in the loop and let you know when that's going to drop. But thank you so much for your support and look forward to getting to know you guys more this upcoming year.
So go listen to some Rush.
And we will talk to you guys soon.